Hey guys, we're at the SouthWind factory here in Panama City, Florida. We're going to introduce you to the 2200 Sport Deck. That's the 22-foot model. So we'll start at the front and kind of work our way around and kind of explain to you guys the functionality and why we do things. So starting at the very front, you'll notice centralized we've got a red-green nav light. So that's going to display both your red and green. Next to that, we've got the horn, and you'll see kind of a trend as we go through this boat. Everything's going to be capped in a chrome finish. You'll see that on the rub rail, as well as both of the docking lights here. For ease of use while you're out with your family at the sandbar, you can flip up this middle hatch. It's going to give you a telescoping ladder with a grab rail to make it easy to climb in the front while you're out enjoying your day. All right, we'll start making our way around the boat. We've got a gym collapsible cleat here. You're going to see a total of 6 of those as we go all the way around, so you'll see those continuing. We've got grab rails for while you're enjoying your forward seating, and we'll see some more of that as we get inside the boat. We've got a port light window, so that's going to give you a nice breeze while you're in the head if you're using it for storage or if you get the optional pump out. But we can take a look at that stuff in a minute. You can see more of those cleats that I mentioned earlier all pop out. Continuing with the chrome finish, we've got the SouthWind logo on the side so everybody knows what you're cruising around in for the day. As we come to the back, you'll see this hatch is going to be and it's an insulated cooler, so while you guys are out on the water, you don't have to climb in the boat to get drinks. You can put them right in here with ice, and it'll have a drain plug right on the inside. You can remove, and that'll let all your water drain out at the end of the day. Right behind that open lid, we've got that third cleat on this side. Again, it's a pop-out gym stainless steel cleat. If we take a look down here, we use Lenco trim tabs. That's going to give you a nice comfortable ride, let you adjust based on where your passengers are sitting and keep everything nice and comfortable and smooth. We've got a through hole, again keeping that chrome look all the way around the boat. Through hole, that's going to be one of your drainage points for all your boxes and that sort of thing. Another through hole, that's actually going to be the drain for this box that we just took a look at, as well as a stern eye, so that'll be a good strap down point while you're towing the boat. As we keep coming around, you'll see this boat's powered by a 200 Yamaha. This is going to be a mechanical engine with integrated hydraulic. That's going to give you really good use in the steering wheel. Everything will feel nice and smooth. You're going to have plenty of power with the 200. And then on this side, similar to the front of the boat, we've got another telescoping ladder underneath this hatch, and that'll let us climb in so we can start looking at some of those features on the inside of the boat. All right, so as we get in the boat, you'll see back here we've got another chrome fitting. We can open that up, and that's where we're actually going to fill up the freshwater reservoir. So you get 7 gallons of fresh water on this boat. And if we switch and we look at the other side in the splash well back here, this is an option, but this boat's equipped with a raw water hookup. So you can plug a hose in here. That way if there are any spills or maybe any sand gets tracked up in your boat while you're out enjoying it, you can just cut your pump on, hose it out, come over here to the step through where we actually enter the boat from that ladder. We've got a shower head, and this is going to be off of your freshwater system. So if you need to hose off and rinse the salt off while you're climbing in the boat, pull your shower head out, press a button, and you've got fresh water. If we look just above your shower head, we've got the nav light or the anchor light port. That'll just let you put in your anchor light when the sun goes down. That way you guys are riding legally. As we move forward, we'll notice the trunk lid. It's got a backrest that flips. That way if you're out and you want to enjoy some sun, you can flip around and sit both ways. This trunk will actually also lift up, and it gives you access to your battery switch as well as some additional storage. So we can see the battery switch mounted on the wall here, right next to your fresh water pump. Really easily serviceable. Your filter and the pump itself are both right there, as well as the amp. And we'll get into the sound system in a minute, but that amp is Bluetooth, so this boat does not require a head unit. As we look in here a little bit more, this will give you access to bilge pump, your through holes, your fuel ball so you can prime your system when you fill it up, as well as your raw water pump. And it gives you plenty of access so things are easy for yourself or your dealer to work on. If we come to the side over here, we've got a This is a cooler insert, so a small 25 quart igloo cooler can go in here. It'll get straps to tie it down, that way you guys always have a cooler. We look in the floor. All right, so we've got big ski locker storage. If you're not skiing, you can use this to store life jackets, floats, whatever it is you might want to store. But this is one big continuous compartment, and it does drain, so there are two separate drains. This tub is a little bit deeper than that one, so it's got its own drain independent of the rear section. I'll come back a little bit, and if we look at the helm area, the boat comes with a 7-inch Garmin display with the option for a transducer. You'll see all your switches here, controls all your pumps, lights, all that good stuff. Trim tab switch is located right here. Got a nice leather wrapped steering wheel to make it a comfortable operation with a side mounted shifter so you can control that 200 Yamaha back there. Going into the sound system we talked about a little bit, you'll have 4 speakers, one next to each of the captain chairs and then 2 up front. And like I mentioned earlier, you can just Bluetooth directly to the amp. It does not require the use of a head unit. You're also going to get 2 cup holders here and one over here as well. And if you'll notice, nice plush seating all around for the whole family or friends, whoever it may be. Take a peek in here. This is the head compartment. This can either be used for more storage. I'll climb in here and show. There's another sink in here, so you get more fresh water here. Drains down into this and out after the boat. There's a light in here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but we have a switch light. That way, if you're in here, you got plenty of light if you do get the optional head. And this is that window we looked at on the outside. You can open that up from in here and get a breeze going. We have a couple more things here. If you do get a head in this boat, toilet paper roll, necessary. A little towel bar so you can dry your hands off after you use the freshwater sink, and then a little additional storage net here, as well as a mirror. As we move to the front of the boat, we've got USB ports so you can charge your phone, courtesy lights, that way if it's dark you can cut your courtesy lights on and you can see. And these hatches here will open and give you a lot more storage under the forward seating of this boat. So that tub is on the other side as well. Stainless steel grab rails here for while you're up in the forward seating. Again, keeping that chrome look. And then you're gonna get 6 cup holders up here. So that way, no matter how many people you have sitting, there's plenty of cup holders for everybody. The windshield does have a collapsible door. We can close this. So if it's a little windy or chilly out that day, you guys can sit back there and keep the wind off of you, as well as a wind door. This will go under that windshield so you can completely close this off and keep the wind off of you if that's what you need to do that day. All right, so this boat is gonna be really good for families or friends to go out and just enjoy the day on the water. You're gonna get a really smooth, dry ride in this boat. It's very apt to handle rough waters. Like I said, you're gonna stay dry. There's not gonna be a lot of spray getting in this boat. What's gonna give you that smooth, dry ride is this boat has a very deep hull that's gonna cut through the water really well. That's why it's so good at handling the chop and the spray. The flare on the hull will deflect all that water to keep you and your passengers dry. If you guys are interested in getting some more information or seeing what's to come next, make sure you follow our channels, and thanks for joining us today.